What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Complete My Collection Challenge. This is a series tracking down the Funko Pop grails that I've wanted in my collection for a while now, but I'm starting with a $0 budget. If this is your first time watching this series, guys, I highly recommend checking out the other videos, but if you're all caught up, here's where I stand. Last two videos, guys, I ended up buying two, pretty rare pops to add to my collection in the form of Mike Wazowski and also Animal. Actually, if you want a little bit of a shelf update of where I'm at, I can show you real quick. So here is everything, guys, that I've added to the collection through this challenge series. Ray Gun Stew, we got Mouth the Goonies. We have a couple Monsters Inc. pops with Mike Wazowski and also George Sanderson, Count Chocula, The Incredibles, The Muppets, come on, Kermit, Swedish Chef, that is so good, Barbosa, Fun SpongeBob, Peter LaFleur, Zombie, and then Animal. So these are the two most recent, but I feel like we've done pretty good so far, guys. Excited to add more, but I give you a little bit of an update. I feel like I don't show this enough, but so far I think I've added some awesome pieces to the collection, guys. I absolutely love them all, and the current balance right now, guys, is at 109.84. So I think this video is going to be dedicated to finding more things for the inventory. So that's going to my local collectible shops, thrift stores, Facebook Marketplace deals to see if I can find some good deals with stuff to add more funds back into my budget. And with that being said, and without any further ado, let's get started. Here we go. Starting things off, guys, we're going to go to a lot of different thrift stores. So Deseret Industries is the first one, and I found actually a couple of pops in box here in their collectible section. We have the Rock Out Ronald. They have so many different McDonald's pops. I had no idea how many that they've made, but all of these are $5 a piece, guys. We have the Fireman McNugget right here. Like I said, $5 a piece. That one was probably the best one out of this whole lot right here, guys. And the Tennis McNugget. I think there's a couple McNuggets that actually have value, and I can't remember which ones they are, but I'm going to pass on those ones today. Inside of their valuable case, they had a Sixer right here, guys, from Ready Player One. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I love the book as well, but unfortunately, this pop doesn't have a ton of value. I think they were asking 10 for it, but yeah, that was the only pop that they had in their valuable case. Over on the other side, though, they had a bunch of like Stanley mugs and things like that, so that just gives you a good idea of the things that I find. Over at Savers, guys, I found a Funko t-shirt, which is WrestleMania. They wanted $24.99 for this, and the fun thing about it, guys, is the fact that the box turns into a wrestling ring. So I mean, a cool double feature, I guess, with the shirt and the box, so that's pretty fun. Over in their loose toy figure section over here, I did find a couple of different pops. This guy right here, guys, we have Korg, which is kind of a decent one. Out of box, I mean, obviously you can see that it doesn't really go for much, but it is missing a piece as well, so I decided to pass on that one. If it had the full complete thing, I might have picked that one up. But over at another Savers, guys, a different day, went on over to their collectible section, and I found some Power Rangers pops. These ones, unfortunately, are not the more valuable ones. These are based on like the 2016 or 2017 movie, and yeah, they're asking $10.99, and that's about what they go for, so for retail. So I'm going to pass on these today, but be on the lookout for older Power Rangers pops. They can definitely be some good ones to find. And then they had another Funko product right here, guys, of a Funko Gold of Steph Curry. I'm not even going to show you eBay comps on this because this line doesn't even exist anymore, and it really doesn't have much value. But back in their loose figure section, guys, I did find a couple of different things here that I want to show off to you. This is a Funko Mystery Mini, guys, of Captain Hook, I believe. I don't really know if it has much value, but it is a Funko product. I did find a couple pops from Stranger Things. This Dustin one, not really worth much more than what they're asking, so I'm going to pass on it. There are some Stranger Things pops that actually have some pretty good value. We have Will the Wise right here. For some reason, they're asking $6.49 for this one, and Dustin was, a couple bucks cheaper. I'm not entirely sure why, but going back to the Savers, guys, this is over 2 weeks of footage and stuff, so just so you guys are aware, but found some more stuff, guys. This is the Widowmaker from Overwatch, and it came with some other Harley Quinn figure. I'm not entirely sure, but I decided to pass on that one. And I did find this figure from Fortnite, guys. I thought this was an interesting one. I think his name's Scratch, but there are some Fortnite figures that actually do have some value. This one's kind of in the middle. Debated on picking this one up. This, however, guys, was an interesting lot. They had John Wick, Jeepers Creepers, and also Riverdale. John Wick would have been a decent one to pick up, but it was missing the dog. I believe that's the figure of the one with the dog, so I decided to pass on this one because it was incomplete. And moving right along, guys, I did find some other stuff over here. I found this Groot figure. I think it's from Infinity War, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not entirely sure. But that was all of my thrift store finds, guys. Some pretty decent stuff. Not too bad. Alrighty, folks. So I find myself at Entertain Mart. So I got a coupon from them, guys, that I can get buy one, get one free of $20 and under any like used items. So you guys know when I go to Entertain Mart, it's that stuff with the yellow tag. So hopefully I can find something good. There's always new stuff here. So, you know, we'll see what I can find. Entertain Mart, guys, must have restocked or had somebody's collection that just recently sold in because they have some pretty solid stuff. So starting on the bottom right here, Batman animated series, guys, they're asking $10 for this one, which actually isn't too bad. And also the Scarecrow too. It's about a $30 pop for 10 bucks, but I want to maximize that coupon as much as I can. So I'll think about these. I'll set these ones aside because you can get up to $20 and get a $20 pop for free with that coupon. This one is an interesting one. They restocked this. This used to actually be like a $50 pop, that Batman, but since the restock, it's definitely gone down. Looking around, guys, to see what other things I can find. They had some Doctor Who pops. Those are always some solid ones. $10, it goes for around 20. This guy right here, the Fourth Doctor, they had another one too as well up here with the War Doctor, which is around a $20-$25 pop, and they were asking 10 for it. So that's a possibility. I'll definitely set that one aside and we'll see what other ones I can find. This is another $20 pop that they're only asking 10 for, guys, the James Bond right here. James Bond pops are always some pretty solid ones, but looking around, you can see a couple up top here, which I think might be my picks for the coupon, guys. Two different pops from Portal 2. So the first one that we're going to take a look at right here is Chell right here, a $35 pop. They're asking 20 for it. But if I want to maximize, you know, my coupon, I think this is a good one because it's 20 and then you can buy another one that's $20. So I think I'm going to get this Peabody as well. It's about a $35 pop. They're asking 20 for it, but I can get this one for free. So I think that's probably the best deal that I'm going to find today. And then this Nemo pop I was thinking about as well. It would have been outside of the coupon because I can only use it once. And it's about a $20 pop, but it had a bunch of tape all over it and it was a little bit beat up. But that is an older Disney pop that you don't see very often. So I kind of regret passing on that one. This one is an interesting case. This is the black box Star Wars Han Solo. The blue box would be worth a lot more, but still not a bad older pop that you don't see very often. Inside of their display case over here, guys, with some more valuable pops. Wasn't noticing anything new. I did find this lion, however, guys, $10 pop. It did have a little bit of a rip in the corner right there, but it's for $30. That's what it goes for. So I'll debate on this one as well. I kind of got myself a little bit of a basket of things that I kind of want to do a little bit more research on. So there you have it. But looking around, seeing if there's anything else that is pretty cool. We have some of these Walking Dead pops, which I feel like I see every time that I'm visiting the store. That's some interesting games pops that were out of box, guys. We have the Liberty Prime from Fallout. This one with a box would have been a solid one. So I was kind of on the fence about getting this one for sure. And then we also have the Cyber Demon from Doom, which is another interesting one if you actually have a box for it. But like I said, I was finding all sorts of games pops. We had some of the 8-bit Stranger Things pops as well. But looking around, guys, I found this pop from BioShock here in a second. If my footage wants to catch up to where I am, there we are, guys. We have the Little Sister, which is a good one if you have a box. Kind of thought about picking that one up, but another BioShock pop with a Booker DeWitt, I think that's his name. So some classic video games pops that you don't see very often. And then this one, guys, is Cowboy Bebop. This is Vicious, and I think this is one of the Cowboy Bebop pops, the original ones that they've restocked, so the value has definitely tanked on it. But this is the exact same James Bond pop, guys, that we found earlier, and they have a $16.99 price tag on it. So go figure. You just got to look around because you might find a better deal. But more 8-bit Stranger Things pops, I think those ones are kind of fun. Looking around, guys, over in their out-of-box section over here, they had some interesting stuff for sure. I'm not entirely sure if I want to pick anything up, but we do have the Dr. Finkelstein. I think that's how you say his name. That one is a pretty cool pop, guys. If you own that one, you'll know the little secret that's attached to it. We have the more Cowbell, which is a decent one. It's around a $20 pop when it has a box. And then over here, guys, we found some Tommy Boy. I don't see the Tommy Boy pops very often, but Tommy over there, and also Richard out of box. Classic movie, guys. One of my favorite comedy movies for sure. But I think I'm going to pass on these if they're at $7.99. If they were a little bit cheaper, I might pick those ones up because that would be a decent bundle deal for sure. Okay, I made it to Entertain Mart number 2, guys. The first one was great. We found some great stuff over there, but I still have my coupon. It'll apply to this store. Let's see if I can find anything. Okay, right off the bat, right up front, guys, I don't notice anything. It seems to be all the same stuff that I saw maybe a week or so ago, but we'll head on in and see if they have anything else. Okay, looking at pops that I can take advantage of with that coupon, I think this might be a decent one to get. It's around a $20 pop. They're asking $12.99 for it, so I'll have to find another pop that has that price tag that I think will have some decent wiggle room on it. Looking at Strawberry Gerald right here, guys, maybe we'll have a little bit of a Nickelodeon theme on our pickups today, but I think I'm going to pass on this one. Speaking of Nickelodeon, we have Helga Pataki, which I was kind of on the fence about, but $15 is a little pricey on that one. And older Assassin's Creed pop. I don't see the Assassin's Creed pops very often, so that's kind of a fun one, but I think I'm going to pass on that. Looking in their other section, they had this April Ludgate from Parks and Rec, which this one's been sitting here for forever. If it was at retail at like $10, I would have probably picked it up, but still at 20, that's about what it goes for. I think I'll pass on it. In their more valuable case, guys, I think I found my second option for the buy one, get one free, which is Uncle Fester right here, which is about a $15 pop. And it's kind of a more unique one you don't see very often. Some other things that were more expensive is Larry from Sally Face. The Sally Face pops, for some reason, have some pretty good value, and I'm not entirely sure what it's from. But anyways, that was it at Entertainment number 2. Okay, so not quite as good as the first Entertainment, but hey, still pretty solid. I'm happy with what I got. Buy one, get one free. Can't complain about that.
Later.
Going back to the first Entertainment, guys, a couple days later, and I found this Mr. Freeze. This would have been a great one to use on the coupon as well, but like I said, the coupon was over. About a $50 pop for $10. Box was a little beat up, but I think I can fix that, flattening it out and everything like that. This Bruce Wayne, I kind of regret passing on as well. It's about a $25 pop. They're asking $10 for it. Would have been a great one to add some more, inventory funds back into the budget. But Captain America, this is a reprint of an original pop, but you can see that it goes for around like $18-20. Also Iron Man, like I said, it's a reprint, but it would have been fun to find the original ones for sure. But going around, guys, trying to see what other things I can find, I think I'll just pick up the Mr. Freeze for now, but there you go. Okay, folks, so here is everything that I picked up, guys, from both Entertain Marts. Starting off at the bottom, guys, I love the fact that they have coupons. You can get buy one, get one free on anything. So these were like $13.93 for both of these. As far as value goes, it's nothing too crazy. I mean, they're a little bit harder to find. I wouldn't say they're like particularly like super rare, but SpongeBob with Gary, I think I could probably get about $15, and Uncle Fester is probably about the same at $15. Peabody and Shell right here, guys, from Portal 2 are some pretty solid ones. I think with tax, I ended up paying like $21.48 for both of these, if I'm not mistaken. But both of these go for around $30. I think we could probably get less out of Shell, probably be about $28, I would imagine, and then $30 for Peabody. And finally, the most expensive out of all of them, I wish I had a coupon on that day, but it expired by the time that I found this one. But Mr. Freeze only costed me $10.71, which was pretty good. Granted, the box, has a little bit of dings and dents in it. I was able to flatten it out so it looks a little bit better, but I think I can get about $38 for this guy. So total, I spent $46.12, and I think I can get about $126 for all 5 of these pops. So a solid $80 that I can add back into the collection budget. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Complete My Collection. I feel like I found some pretty good stuff. It was kind of hard to decide, with that coupon over at Entertainment, which things I wanted to pick up, which things I wanted to leave behind. So I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to do, but I think I made some pretty good choices with, the inventory that I had at those stores. And I don't know, I think it was pretty solid. Let me know down in the comment section below what you would have picked up to add to your collection at the different places I went to. Also, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future episodes like this one here. Thank you guys so much for watching again. You guys are awesome and the best. Like always, remember to be kind to one another. Always promote positivity. I will see you in the next video. Catch you guys later.